Today's guest, we've been waiting on, and we're happy that she's able to finally put it in park long enough to come and be here with us. She is female trucker and that interstate bad girl, Ginger.
Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song. I will sing it just for you.
What type of like hauls will you be on now? So how long have you been doing trucking, and then what type of hauls will you be on?
I've been doing it for about 9 years now, almost 9, March, I think.
Okay.
And we haul just about everything from like Woodford whiskey.
Oh yeah, I love whiskey. I used to.
We might haul Scott's Miracle Grow dirt.
Oh yeah.
Just depends on who's calling for what, so we haul a lot of AAK, which is like edible oils, oil flakes, or the oil in the bottles, or the hardened grease like the lard stuff. We deliver it to places that use it for baking and cooking.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
So you'll deliver to where, like places in the Midwest, kind of, or?
No, we're mostly east.
Okay.
All the East Coast.
So what's the longest haul that you'll go out on? Like whenever you get you work for, you're a subcontractor, I guess?
No, I just work for the company,
Mm-hmm.
Just an employee there. And I don't own any of the equipment.
Okay.
I just keep it nice so it, it looks good for appearance-wise. But basically, every truck, they've all been good trucks. They haul good stuff. It's not nothing that we've hauled that's been nasty or bad. We do haul some carbide on flatbeds, but I ain't messing with that. So.
And what is that?
It's a chemical that's explosive if it's wet.
So do you get paid more if you're hauling something like that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because that's a hazardous material that you're hauling. You have to have an endorsement on your license to do that. So.
And they'll adjust the plates, like on the back of the trucks. A lot of times you'll see those plates. Will you bring those up?
Those
Sean?
are placards.
Okay. And so what are those plates? What does that mean? What are those?
It's different types of flammables, explosives, corrosives, whether it's gas or fumes, or say if it gets wet, it could be explosive. So it depends on what the material is.
And who adjusts those plates? Like, do you adjust those? Yeah, these are the ones right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you have all of those plates on your car and they're all on your rig and they're all adjustable, or you only have some of those? How does that work?
They're like say you got one of the diamonds, and it turns like cards. So you can pick the one you need, and you'll latch it to where it'll show what it is, an oxidizer, or it's a organic peroxide or radioactive or poison. It'll have that on there.
I see. So it's all built into there.
Yeah.
And do you adjust this, or does the company, whenever you take off with the load, how does that work?
We find out what it is that we're hauling first, and they usually will explain it on your bill of ladings, and it'll tell you what to put on there, which placard you have to have, because you got to have it shown in 4 places, which is the trailer, both sides, and the doors. Because
DOT will pull you over, right?
Oh yeah, they get happy with that shit. They sometimes they get bored.
Oh, I'm
looking
sure.
for some. I had an asshole one time pulling into a weigh station, literally, and he's standing out there. First time I'd ever seen this, and he kind of looks like just this little short shit,
like Elmer Fat.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Ugh. He's thumping everybody's tires as you're pulling in. I was like, okay, I'm cool. I'm good. Comes up to me and he's
And what
like,
is he doing? Hitting them for what? Seeing if there's cocaine,
air,
like drugs in them?
to make sure that they're aired up.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess what? I had a fucking flat.
No.
Yeah, drive tire. Didn't even know it. What happened was, as I was pulling in, I ran over a freaking bolt as big as my thumb.
Oh, damn.
So, but it wasn't even hot yet, because when I pulled in and he's showing me, the tire's wiggling off the rim, and I'm sitting there just ready to just scream. So I was like, fuck. Hell here, and he's like, well, you can't leave till you get it fixed. So I'm calling the shop and I'm letting them know what's going on, and one of them throws a fit.
One of the guys you work for?
Yeah, I was like, what am I supposed to do?
Damn.
Radar every damn thing on the road today.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Next time I'll dodge the nails and bolts,
We got a bolt at 12:20. Yeah.
No, but got it fixed and rolled on. They didn't give me no ticket or nothing. They can be assholes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And do you find a lot of the officers and stuff that you encounter out there, a lot of them are men or women? Was it kind of mixed out there?
What, the police officers? They're mostly men.
Yeah.
Mostly men.
And do they give you think, a different type of interaction because you're a female, or no, you think?
It's mixed, because I actually got pulled over in Sellersburg, Indiana. Mm-hmm. Had a woman in front of me, kept hitting her brakes. And when you're in the truck and you're doing 65 miles an hour, maybe 67, you don't want to be behind somebody that doesn't know where the hell they're going.
Yeah.
You run right over top of them. Speed bump.
Yeah.
And
like in Mario Kart.
yeah,
kinda.
no shit. And anyways, I'm, keep getting up on her ass, and I'd back off. She'd stop, and I'd get on her ass again and back off. And we're all rolling. It's kind of busy. We're coming around this, I guess you'd call it like the crossover there, the bridge like. Mm-hmm. There's a cop sitting there. And I had just changed lanes to keep from hitting this woman into the hammer lane.
What is a hammer lane?
That's the fast lane.
Okay.
You're in the middle lane, and I went to go avoid her, and when I went back into the middle lane, he seen it. He pulls me over. And I was like, well,
and how are you looking when he pulls you over? You looking pretty good?
I was trying to maintain. I'm like, hi, how are you? Mm-hmm. Come on in, have a seat. I was all grinning and shit. And then he's telling me what I did. And I was like, yeah, I said, I was trying not to hit her. I said, she kept hitting her brakes. And he's like, I seen that. I was like, okay, you seen it. So
and what's going on? This ain't Bumble.
The lips starting to curl. And
yeah.
He's like, well, you was in the wrong lane. Trucks are not allowed in the hammer lanes. You can't go in the fast lane. And he was following too close. Plus, she was doing 67, but I'm not gonna get you for that.
But is that true that you can't? What do you mean you can't go in the fast lane? You're supposed to stay in the right lane.
Trucks are not allowed in the passing lane in the fast lane. It's usually the middle or the slow lane.
So that's if there's 3 lanes.
Right.
Okay.
Now, if there's 2 lanes, you can go in either one.
Okay, but if there's 3, you're not supposed to get into the far left lane.
No.
Ever.
No. Wow. I actually got a ticket, not a warning, a ticket in Bartow, Georgia.
Did you deserve it?
Well, it was my fault. I was in that damn lane.
Yeah, amen. Yeah, it's hard to do.
But at the same time, there was an asshole Volvo driver.
Oh.
Okay, he's in the middle lane.
Story of my life.
He's
dude.
driving up the hill, right? Mm-hmm. He's taking his dear sweet time.
Taking his time, dude. Yeah.
Slow
Probably
lanes
Ameritrading on his phone.
I'm getting pissed.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know what? I was like, fuck this. And I got over and got in the hammer lane, started flying up the hill, right? Well, this peckerhead decides he's going to speed up. So we're both racing nose to nose up this hill. We get top of the hill. There's sit a state trooper in the median. Lights immediately go on. I looked over at that fat guy. I wanted to shoot him in the face. I was just aggravated. I was like, fuck. So I knew he was coming. As soon as I seen them lights come on, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
So I backed off. I let the fat man go. I got over into the slow lane in the shoulder. The cop comes over. He's a younger guy. He's all buff and big, and he's got an attitude. Because he opens the door, and he's looking at me like, well, you gonna say something or what? And I was like, He's like, you know why I pulled you over? I said, yeah, probably because I was in that damn hammer lane over there. And he goes, yeah, it's clearly marked that trucks are not allowed. I said, but I was trying to pass that fat guy in the Volvo.
He didn't care?
Hell no.
He wrote you up.
He wrote me a ticket.
Nice.
He's like, you got to pay this.
Come on.
And I called him the day that I got the ticket. And I was like, can I go ahead and pay this now and get it all, get it off my back? And no, it's not even in the computer yet, honey. You're going to have to wait.
Isn't that so ridiculous? Like, you got to wait 9. And they try to get you, I think, so you'll forget about it, kind of.
Yeah, so they can fine you some more.
Yeah. You got to wait till it snows. License. One time they told me you got to wait till it snows. You can't pay it till it snows outside. I'm like, what in the fuck is even going on?
What the fuck does that got to do with anything?
Yeah, I need to pay this damn ticket.
Who gives a shit what it's doing outside? I want to pay this.
We got a question from a caller right here. This isn't live, just so you know. This is a video someone sent in. Let's take this question here for Ginger.
What up, Theo? This past weekend, what up, female trucker guest? Wanted to ask, do you ever cut people off out of revenge? I see it all the time on the road. I feel bad. You guys get cut off a lot. My wife's cut you guys off. She felt bad about it. But yeah, we know there's a lot of road rage, especially here in California, Central Valley, California. We love you over here, by the way. Okay. But yeah, do you cut people off out of revenge? Gang, gang, honk, honk.
There you go, Ginger. You're on the hot seat right now.
I'll be straight up honest about that. I've wanted to. And there's times when it's like, I'm going to show you.
Oh, some little rich bitch in a damn...
Oh, no. Sometimes it's other semi-trucks.
In a damn Lexus, or, whatever.
And it gets kind of scary sometimes. And
oh, it's other semis.
yeah, it's cars as well, semi-trucks. It's not like it used to be.
So because when I was growing up, I always felt like there was a strong sense of camaraderie. I grew up in my neighborhood. Everybody had like a ham radio, or what is it called? CB.
Like a CB radio? Yeah.
So my
we still
mom
got
used to
those. I
date
got 'em
women
in my
that had
truck.
date men that had CBs, and so we always had CBs around. Everybody in our neighborhood had a CB in their car.
Yeah.
So sometimes if you weren't doing anything, you just go sit in your car and just talk to people going by on the interstate.
It's not like it no more.
And it would seem like there was a lot of camaraderie between the truckers out there. It's not.
You could actually be coming up on traffic. It's stopping, back bumper to bumper. All you see is brake lights. And you'll get on the radio and be like, hey, has anybody got their ears on? Let me know what's going on up there. Well, can't you read the goddamn sign? It was only about 10 miles back. And it's like, shut the fuck up. I just ask a simple question, and it starts getting heated.
Really?
So, yeah. And I told Jeffrey, I said, my son, I got the benefit, It's like I've been in the truck before and honestly be holding the steering wheel, like, I got the power, and turn it off.
Oh, you can just shut it down.
I have to listen to you, bitch. I turn this thing off. And it's people are rude. Just rude.
So there's not a sense of camaraderie. There's not as much of a sense of camaraderie.
It's almost cutthroat anymore. And I didn't see that when I was a kid, when my dad was driving. Because back then we were allowed as kids, me and my two brothers, we would climb in the back seat of the back bed of the pickup truck, ride down I-65 to Deems Lake in Indiana, go swimming and stuff, and get back in the pickup and ride back. Do all this to all these trucks. Hey,
it was part of life. Yeah.
You don't hardly see that anymore. And then people cutting you off all the time. But no, you got to think of it. My teacher told me this when I was in school. Every vehicle, whether it's a semi, a car, motorcycle, whatever, picture little kids in it. So that gets drilled in your head. Like, it's almost like a mental picture you have right off the bat. But
if them little kids is assholes, if they're on their Kindles.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them, and like pick their nose, throw boogers at, they can be mean, but most of the time the little kids are just got the little fist going, and you're just laying on. I've scared the shit out of bus drivers.
Oh, yeah?
That's fun.
It is?
Yeah.
What kind of bus are you talking? Are we talking Greyhound, or are we talking just...
School bus.
Oh, yeah, anybody could do
that. With
that.
little kids. You got a whole row of little kids all grinning at you, staring out the window. You're riding right alongside of them, and you're a woman too, so little kids, kind of just little more.
Yeah.
And I'm just giving that horn hell, entertaining them, and the whole time the bus driver's like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I was like, oh, sorry, going past her, waving. And then finally she right up alongside of you, and she'll toot her horn.
Yeah.
Yeah. The kids are having a ball, so.
Do some trucks have better horns than others? Actually, let's go to this question. We got a question right here that came in from a fellow that's staying safe.
Sup, Theo Vons, Brother Mal, Real Nick Davis. This is Jordan from up in Portland. Sorry about the face mask. My server's about to be here to take my order. Got a question for the truck driver. This signal here, do you recognize that? When I was a kid, we used to do it all the time to get the semi-truck drivers to honk their horns. Do you see that anymore? I haven't really seen kids doing that these days. I haven't done it, so let me know. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you. Gang, gang.
That's
yeah,
sweet.
We don't see a lot of... I'm not on the roads that much.
Right.
So when I used to drive to comedy club, have to drive around to them and stuff, I would be on the roads a lot,
Right.
So I'm not on the roads as much. But that's a good question. Do you still see it?
Sometimes, yeah. And I've actually had adults that have rode along, young adults that have rode up alongside of me and get me to do that. And they'll start clapping and they're like, yeah. It's like, yeah.
Just reliving their past a little?
Yeah, I guess. That or just, like to hear the air horns blow.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot different than the city horn. It's toot toot.
So there's
what the hell
different...
is that?
So you have different horns in there?
2.
Okay,
Yeah.
take me through that.
One's an air horn. That's the string one that you pull.
Okay.
That's
Is it
the
a real
super
string? What does it look like?
Yeah, it's a string.
Okay.
And it just pulls it. I guess it releases from the what do you call them? Hydraulics.
Yeah.
And it just blows through, and it creates like a train sound. Sounds like a train engine.
Okay.
It's like, oh. cool.
How many are there? A lot of women out there in the sport? Or,
No, I've seen more since I was a kid, but it's still like a 50-to-1 ratio.
Wow.
It's still over. It's men dominated. That's just the way it is. You're going to do it. You're going to have to blend in with them. You have to.
And what does that mean when you say blend in with them?
Well, do you mind the story?
No.
A little story? Okay.
I got time for it.
Example, to blend in, you would take, like things that they say as insults, cry about it, get upset,
Okay.
kind of pucker up like a girl, mousy, why did you say that? What?
There's no room for that.
Right. There's not. And, I'm walking up to the truck stop and I was getting fuel. I wanted to get some coffee. So I walk in and this big guy opens up the door for me and he's like, nice tits. And I looked over at him and I was like, nice tits. And I walked in and he had bigger boobs than I
he did?
Yeah.
He had some freaking heaters on him, huh?
Yeah, I have to do that to, like, I'm walking out with hot dogs. And this guy's like, you want to come in and see my hot dog? I got a hot dog for you.
Dang.
And I was like, will you shut the hell up? I said, I'm going to go eat my lunch before I throw up on it. And then just went to my truck and ate my hot dogs. Yeah.
Now, part of it's obviously that's messed up, but at the same time, part of it's kind of funny, a little bit.
It is funny. And you people watch a lot, too, especially when you're sitting, you got a 10-hour break. You can drive 14 hours. 11 of that's driving. 3 hours is on duty, not driving.
Okay, so what does that mean? Take me through some of that. So the rule is you can drive for how long?
11 hours.
11 hours straight?
No. Yeah, you can drive up to 8, but before the 8, you have to take a 30-minute break.
Okay.
Before the 8. Once you took your 30-minute break, it'll reset it to where that you've got extra time to drive. And you usually approximately have maybe 4 to 5 more to drive and you're done. And it can't total any more than 14. That's on duty. Not driving is usually like fueling, washing your truck windshield off, or any repairs that might be needed. That's on duty.
Okay, and so you might drive 7 hours and there's 5 hours and then say, okay, I'm going to take my half-hour break.
Yes.
I'm going to take a half-hour break now.
Yes.
And then how much more can you drive before you have to take another break?
You'll only be allowed maybe 5, maybe 6 more. It just depends on, how you run before. And once that happens, you have to take a 10-hour break.
Okay, so I'm just because I'm not good at a lot, so I'm going to ask again. So out of 14 hours, you can only drive 11 of them.
Right.
And then after that 14-hour space,
right,
you have to take a 10-hour break.
Yes.
Okay, so within 14 hours, you need to take 3 hours break.
Yes.
Total. And then after that, you need to take a 10-hour break.
Yes.
Okay. And is that good because you're glad to have the breaks, or is it bad because you're trying to make time?
No, when you take your 30-minute break, it's actually, you can break anytime you want, actually. Like sometimes I'll stop after I've drove about 4 hours, and I'll take a 15-minute break just to stretch my legs, get out, walk, maybe get a drink or pee, and then get back in the truck. You drive another, say, 3.5 more hours before the 8's up, and I'll take a 30. That's when I'll have my lunch, or I'll play a video game on my phone, or just walk around, anything.
Oh, because before 8 hours, you have to also take a break?
Yeah, you have to.
Okay.
That's the law required. It has to be a 30-minute break.
Okay, so within every 14 hours, you can only drive 11.
Right.
And every 8 hours, you have to take a break.
Yes.
I got it.
Yes. Then once you pull over for the night and it's time to take your 10-hour break, you can rest area or truck stop. There's times when I've pulled over onto a ramp, as you're getting back on the interstate. That way, when I wake up, I can just take off.
Keep it
and
cruising.
Go.
Yeah, a lot of times, you will see trucks that are just right there on the side. I
Yeah.
always wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
I usually thought sex or drugs.
No, not for me. I'll pull my curtains. I got the truck running. I to set my temperature where I want it. Especially like I like the AC on. So I'll dim all my lights inside and make sure my doors are locked. And depending on the area, sometimes I'll actually use my seatbelt, latch it over the door handle, and lock it.
Oh, I like
so
that.
You can't open the door no matter what you do.
Yeah.
And then once you get back here, pull the curtain, pull back my covers. I got my microwave. I got a Keurig for coffee. I got a TV set up in there, put DVDs in it, or I've got a cord that hooks up to my iPhone, and I can watch movies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got home movies in a little cabinet that I can watch, and I'll sit back here and eat, smoke a cigarette, watch TV, and set my alarm, go to bed. That's it.
And so now, are there times that you will now? So I'm guessing that your truck has a facility, a space in there you can get some rest.
Oh yeah, plenty. It's actually got bunk beds in there.
Okay.
The bottom one is like a full to twin.
Can you pull that up for us on Freightliner cabin, or what would we bring up? You think what we?
Oh, just inside cab, Freightliner, and look up maybe bunk or
Okay.
sleeper berth. That actually would be better. Look up sleeper berth. And it'll show you this because you got a bed up the top that you can fold back against the wall if you're not using it. So it leaves that space open for you. Or you could pull it down if you had somebody with you and you stop, you let them hang out up there and sleep. But you don't put them up there while you're driving
Right.
because they could actually fall out.
Yeah, that sounded a little risky.
Yeah,
Now, which
yeah.
one of these you think seems like yours here, Ginger?
Okay, see the bed with the red? Yeah. It's kind of like that inside.
Okay.
Because it's got the bunk beds and it's got cabinet space.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got a spot for the microwave. Refrigerator's right underneath of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. You got enough room. That's where I actually learned to dance for his wedding. It was in my truck.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't be with me and him to learn the dance together. So I practiced inside of my truck.
So Jeff sent you a video and showed you how to do it?
Well,
or?
it was part of the movie Pulp Fiction,
Oh, wow.
where John Travolta and what's her name? What's her name? Shit.
Karen.
It was Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman.
Yeah, when they danced together in that restaurant they were at. That's what me
Oh,
and him did as
wow.
mother and son for his wedding. Yeah.
So you learned that in your truck. So you could stand up and learn that in there.
Oh yeah, there's enough room in that cab to do that.
And so now there's a lot of, oh, yeah, there it is right there. That's cool. Mm-hmm. That's awesome,
And
man.
I was learning that in the truck because most of it is just the twist. So you're not flailing yourself all over the place. You could get hurt in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, and for people that don't know, your son is Jeff, right? And he came in the podcast a while back, breasty Jeff, right? And he had
Oh yeah.
long, I guess, just extra meat on his breast.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. I hate
But-
it for him.
But hell, man, pretty cool, really, kind of, in some ways. But a really great guy, and he's kept in touch with the podcast, and it was awesome that he just kind of, he's like, oh, I know a woman who'd be perfect for this.
Yeah, he told me about it. And I was just ecstatic. I was like, really? Me? Because you kind of like you feel like the little kid at the school. Somebody picked me? It's me? Cool.
It's cool. Yeah, my mom delivers now just for Amazon, but she's always been like a hard worker, always been,
Oh, yeah.
Did her own thing, wanted to work for herself. And it seems like you kind of have some of that attitude,
Well, I like the trucking thing.
You do.
Yeah. But I started it a little later than most.
Because you wanted to have children first?
Yeah, well, I had my kids first, and that was the most important thing.
And what were you doing during those years?
Staying home and trying to maintain the bills and taking care of them, and it was good. It was financially tough as hell.
Yeah.
Being pretty much single, but it got by. We got by. So
Yeah.
And then I told them, I was like, when I get stable, things will be better, and it has been. Money's great.
It's a good job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
$1,200 a week, bring home after taxes
Oh, wow, that's great.
is nice money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you gonna do tonight, you think? Maybe your lady's at the house and it's y'all relaxing. Y'all watching a movie, Jaws or something. And suddenly she wants a couple crab legs or something like that. She's hungry for something she saw in the film, She's hungry for a little bit of carp or a salmon. How you gonna treat her right? I'll tell you how at Grubhub. And especially now that Grubhub has Grubhub perks. That's right. Grubhub, first of all, has all the food you love from your favorite local restaurants. It's nice to know that every Grubhub order earns you points towards a future free Grubhub order. That's right, with Grubhub perks. Grubhub, grub what you love. Woo, ooh. Oh, sorry. Winter is coming. I think a cold ghost just passed right through my body and just delved right out my nuts. And what I'm talking about is Manscaped. What you don't know about Manscaped is that if you don't have proper body hair on your body, air can get trapped in you. You might get a cold pocket of air trapped near your crotch, trapped near your nuts or thigh. You don't want that. With Manscaped, you can trim accordingly. Trim the hair on your body so wind patterns can pertinently migrate across your skin. Manscaped has the new Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer. It's waterproof with advanced skin-safe technology. Oh, there's nothing worse than Santa nipping his own sack. You don't want it. The Weed Whacker is that ear, nose, hair trimmer. Sometimes you see somebody's stepdaddy and they growing a damn, their ear look like a damn fern because of hair. And you can defeat that now with Manscaped. You got smelly feet, Manscaped can help with their foot dust or foot deodorant made to fight otters. Fight otters from the dirty feet. You want to smell good everywhere? Good. Because Manscaped also has a refined cologne. It's time. Get it for a friend. Get it for a loved one. Get it for somebody you don't even love. Get it for some little asshole in your family. Anybody can enjoy Manscaped. You can get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com/Theo, and you can support the podcast. Get some people in your family, Manscaped. Get them. You can't be having your man unscaped. Sometimes you see an unscaped man out there get his hair tangled up in a damn power line. He get a Hulk tangled up in his damn hair. Get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com/Theo. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com/THEO. Be sure to join the Manscaped movement. We do a lot. We don't do a lot, but we try and do some stuff for, we admire hardworking women and
I do work my ass off.
Yeah. So where do you think that work ethic came from, you think?
Actually, not having nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing gets handed to you. And if it does, there's a catch to it.
Oh, there always is, isn't there?
Yeah. There's always that catch. So for me to have something, got to work. And once they were old enough and I didn't need babysitters and, diapers and bottles, and they could pretty much, once they're in high school, take care of themselves.
Oh, once they can make a pot of macaroni, you can do what you want to do.
Well, he's a good cook. My oldest boy, Jeff, he's a good cook.
He is?
Yeah, yes, he is. So he helped out a lot too. So, yeah, it went good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Was there another line of work that you wanted to get into? It was always trucking. I know you mentioned that from growing up. You said from your dad was in the business. Was there another line of work that you thought about?
Not really.
Yeah.
I did try a concrete mixer.
You drove one of those?
Yeah. And it didn't go very well.
Wow,
I started in November. And the old chutes that you use to let the concrete roll down were like 45 pounds a piece.
So you had to hook that.
Yeah. And you pick up each one, there's 4. And what I'd have to do is set it down long ways, drop down to my knees, let it drop on my shoulder, then kind of stand up from a squat, and then walk it across and hook it, and then do each one that way. And then I had to learn how to back up the truck and work the chute at the same time without overloading or spilling concrete.
Damn.
The people that are working by the hour, sweetest people ever. Take your time, we're good.
Yeah.
But the white collar, that was actually like the suit and tie people standing there watching you, you spill a drop and you're a piece of shit. Get the hell out of here. You don't know what you're doing. And
and so you just pull up to job sites where it's been ordered.
Yes.
The concrete, and you say, "Look, I got this load. We're ready
pouring
to rock."
footers to a person's driveway or sidewalk.
So now, what was the first one you said?
Which?
Not the sidewalk. The other one.
Oh, the driveways, people's personal driveways, or their little garages or footers at buildings. Like
Okay.
they're getting ready to start a big mall or something. And there's some tubes that go in the ground, and you got to be filled with concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could handle those. So are there some jobs you couldn't handle with concrete where it's like they needed like part of a wall done?
Yeah,
You're
when
like,
somebody ordered some concrete, I was actually there for this. There was another concrete truck that beat us to the place, and it was in a residential area. He drives into their yard and sinks.
damn.
Yeah. So all the concrete, it sunk up to the tank. So the tank couldn't stir. And if it can't stir, then the concrete will set.
Damn.
Well, it set in the truck. So all that got wasted. They'd have to jackhammer all that out of there.
Really?
Then they had to call a tow truck to get the truck pulled out of this person's yard that they damaged.
He's fired.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, it seemed like a lot of extra risk on that job. Then there's just so many other variables where you could, lose your nut for the day.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's one mistake. I mean, a heavy truck like that with having liquid in it, there's that surge. You make a turn and it'll surge to the right.
Oh, because of that volume of that
surge to the left.
the weight of that
You
cement
go to
moving.
stop and it'll push the truck forward. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, it almost makes me damn near wrecked. That sounds freaking kind of sexy. Was it a little?
No, I actually like the semis because in November when you start out and you're like spraying the truck down, and it's November, you're getting wet. I don't care where the fuck you stand. They'll say, "Oh, downwind." I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." You got to get back in the truck. You peel all your clothes off. You put them on top of the heaters, and you got to let them warm and dry out before you get to the next stop.
And this is in a rig, huh?
That's in the semi or the concrete
Cement mixer.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you'll just drive in your underwear?
You could, but no.
Put a t-shirt on or something?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to, because I've sat and drove in my pajamas, and the old school
That's
truck
fun.
drivers get pissed off about that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You're supposed to be in blue jeans and cowboy boots and a tucked-in flannel shirt.
And now, is that an actual protocol you're supposed to be in?
No, that's just the older school, the older guys. The older ones that's been driving 40 and 50 years.
Yeah.
That's the way that they did it. That's the way you should do it. Too many people out here wearing pajamas.
Yeah. Somebody out here in damn Pokemon freaking onesie.
Exactly.
That ain't a real trucker. Yeah.
Flip-flops and pajama bottoms and, or they'll come out with...
Eating caviar. That ain't a real damn
I've
trucker.
seen this lady get out of a truck one time, and I don't know how in the hell she drove like that. Her fingernails were like 3 inches long.
Damn.
She had on all this jewelry. She had this huge weave. She had on this fancy white outfit. The whole outfit was white.
Oh, wow.
You got to reach under the fifth wheel. You've got to touch greasy, dirty shit. And it's like, how in the hell is he high heels that look like they're 6-inch spike boots?
How could you do that?
You can't.
Yeah.
I wear tennis shoes like these.
Maybe she had a sidekick with her.
She got out of the truck by herself. Usually if you'll see somebody in the passenger seat, or you'll see the truck move around for somebody in the cab.
Okay.
But you didn't. She just got out, and I was like, ooh, fancy pants. Alrighty then.
Now, are there some fancy ladies out there on the circuit? What do you guys call it? The circuit? When you're out, just out the run, like when you're out on the...
When you're on route,
OTR, or just what do you call it?
It's just hauling, and you're en route. You got destinations such as your pickups and deliveries, and you'll deliver here and then you'll go somewhere else, clear across the country to pick up. That's deadheading. That's empty.
Okay.
And then you'll go pick up there, and then you could deliver somewhere else. Or we bring it to the yard sometimes and just drop it for the local guy to take it.
And what's the yard? Prison, you mean?
No. No, it's the yard's like where our company is. That's where our trailers are. Our trucks are all at, where the office is. The shop where they fix the trucks.
Oh, that's cool.
We call it the yard. Yeah.
Man, I bet my mom would have loved doing that job. She just likes working for herself. She likes, I
do too.
Yeah.
Not having a boss standing over top of you 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Worrying about what you're doing, where you're at, when you're coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a level of proof in your line of work that, like, I want to prove to men that I can do this, or it has nothing to do
you're awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Women have it, I think, in my opinion, a little harder, because we have to prove that we can drive.
Right, which is notoriously been misproven by women.
Right. Especially in semi-trucks. I mean, we get picked on for driving
Oh,
cars.
especially in South Korea, actually, also. Are there any, and I'll just ask point blank because that's all I know is, but are there any Asian truck drivers? Have you seen any?
Men.
Yeah.
Men.
Praise
never
God,
see
we gotta
Asian.
get that.
Never see Asian women driving. Never.
Yeah, I think
Always the men.
always the men.
Yeah, and they're tiny.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're so tiny.
Little jockey, little engine jockey.
Just little tiny guys.
Oh yeah, little 9-pound fella.
Yeah.
Little chin yam right here. He weighs 19 pounds.
A little rice bit. Yeah.
yeah, just cruising. Yeah. It's a pretty now. I believe that the truck industry is getting pretty diverse. There's a lot of Middle Eastern truck drivers now.
Yes, there is. Yeah, and to be honest with you, everybody that I have ever seen or out there that's different the towels and the beards. Mm-hmm. That's not a terrorist. That's a truck driver.
Right.
He's gotten out and actually helped me before, spot me and getting in a spot. Just by there was no word communication at all. He's just helping me out.
Right.
I didn't ask him. He just volunteered and done it.
Yeah.
I'm driving down the road. I see them and they're like this, just a waving, and it's like, hey, what's up?
It's a pretty diverse sport though these days,
yeah,
kind of.
Yeah.
Because you would think, especially when I was growing up, it seemed like it was just a white man kind of did it,
Yeah.
Or a black man, white or black man.
You see a lot of black men driving. I see some black women driving.
Yeah.
It's mostly white women driving, because you don't see a lot of diverse women.
Right.
Different country women driving, and it's usually just white.
Yeah.
Or black.
Well, I remember too, man. They had a lot of
Hispanics, a lot of Hispanic drivers.
Oh yeah,
A whole lot. And like I said, a lot of foreigners that can't even speak English.
Like Middle Eastern guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember reading an article a few years ago that about the growing population of Middle Eastern men that were driving long haul.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. And I guess it was because they also were buying a lot of the service stations and stuff as well. So I think they're just, one business kind of led to the other, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It could have possibly.
Let's take a question right here. We got a question from a beautiful young fella right here.
What's going on, Theo? Big fan, been listening for a while, and I got a question for the female trucker across from you. So MIT or somebody did some sort of study on female truckers and found that on a scale of 1 to 10, they ranked 4.4 on how safe they felt on the road. So my question is, what's the scariest moment or interaction you've had as a female trucker?
That's a good question.
And how safe do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10 on the road? Big fan, Theo. Gang, gang, honk, honk.
Gang, brother. Oh, that's crazy. 2 people did Hong Kong?
Yeah.
What are the odds of that?
Hong Kong.
Yeah. That's a great question. Yeah.
Yes,
what's the safety like out there?
It depends on where you're at, actually. There's some places, truck stops that I've stopped at, and I didn't know it at the time. Mm-hmm. But I was told once I got back, obviously it just didn't matter, that I could have got shot there.
Damn.
Mugged.
For being a female or just anyone?
Just anyone, but also female. That's the bigger target.
Right.
You're weak, defenseless,
Oh, yeah. If I see 7 or 8 people out, wandering around at night,
well, what
and
if
one
you
of them's
see
a female,
a woman
I'm gonna shoot
walking
the woman.
around? Sometimes those
no,
drivers actually think that you are a lot lizard,
Oh, yeah.
and you drive a truck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And but that would go against the grain, really, to be a lot lizard that also drives. Or do you think they have that?
I think they do. I've actually heard about that.
Yeah?
That there are women that will charge to sleep around in truck stops
Make
while
an
they're
extra
driving,
$500 at
and
night.
they're making an extra, buck on the side.
Yeah.
Hell no. I've seen some of the shit walking around out there.
You wouldn't hook up with it, huh?
Hell no.
Now, do they have so you said so some of the truck stops can be kind of shady.
Yes.
Is there do you feel like, is there moments where you feel like scared, like you go into a place, it's nighttime, you're walking back to your truck? Do you guys usually park a distance away from the service station?
I try to keep everything I need in the truck. Mm-hmm. So the only time I have to get out is for fuel, or if I have to do a pre-trip. Mm-hmm. And you check your truck before you go. Now, there's been times that I've gotten out and literally been so scared that I'd run back before my pre-trip was finished. Just that creepy, ominous gut feeling that somebody's watching you.
Yeah. Now, take me through one more time the pre-trip. What is it?
It's when you get out and your truck's running, you check your oils, you check all your fluids, you make sure your turning signals work, the pressure in your tires, make sure everything's just smooth, and you walk it. You make sure your airlines are all hooked up.
So you walk your truck, you check everything.
Yes, everything. Make sure the doors are still locked and loaded, fastened, and then come back around. And once it's all done, usually it takes about 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you want to check everything. Now, do you use a pressure gauge when you're checking the tires?
No, usually I'll just thump them. I'll
Okay.
take a hammer and hit them. Now, you can tell like the way it bounces off that they're pretty full. Mm-hmm. But if you hear a thud and it doesn't bounce, usually that means it's flat or it's going flat.
Okay.
So it's kind of like what you look for.
And how many wheels do you actually have on it?
18.
Damn.
18.
I knew it.
Oh, yeah. 2 steers. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8 drives, and then the rest are all trailer.
So what do you mean? So you got 8 drives, 8. So it's an 8-wheel.
Yeah.
So it's 8-wheel drive.
Yeah. Well,
And-
it's one. It's yeah. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, no, it's tricky. 'cause
Yeah, no, it's if he could pull up a picture
up
of
a
the
picture
trucks,
of it, that
you
Freightliner
can
again.
actually count because it is 18 total. But I'm trying to I got a brain fart going on here. Yeah, there you go. There was a perfect picture right there,
Okay, there's a bottom of
See?
this one.
up there at the top, next to the red one. There you go. That's it.
So those are
1, 2,
your
3, 4. Yeah, you got the 8 drives total.
8 drives.
Yes.
and the 10 are just trailer?
Yeah.
Wow. So now if you take the trailer off, then you're an 8-wheeler.
Yeah. No, it's 10 on the cab, honey.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. 10 total. You got 2 in the front and then 8 in the back. So it's 10 on the cab.
Okay, so
And
2
then you
in the
got
front,
8 on the
8
trailer.
I
Yeah.
see.
That's where I was trying to think something don't sound right. Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking you had 4 in the front. I really went wrong there.
Yeah, you got 2 steers.
2 up front and
Yeah,
then 8
the
on the
8.
back of the what is the whole
It's
front?
called a bobtail.
A bobtail.
Bobtail. That's your whole cab with no trailer.
Okay.
It's a bobtail.
So that's the bobtail.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, so you get to a service station, you do your pre-trip.
Before you take off.
Before you take off to what? Leave or to go into the service station or whatever?
No, it's before you leave. Like if you're fixing to take off anywhere.
Okay.
Like you just got a new load you're getting ready to take off with. You picked up. Or say you're waking up in the morning after your 10-hour break. That's when you really want to check it. Because there's people that will unhook your airlines while you're sleeping.
Damn.
Or they'll pull your 5th wheel pin.
Why?
And it's just to be a jerk. And if they pull that pin and you take off and you ain't checked it, your whole trailer will drop right off.
And your cables will still be hooked and ripped?
Oh, yeah. They'll rip right out. Yeah.
That happened to me at the gas station all the time. I'll put that gas in, fill that bastard up, take off, baby. It costs you $170. Yeah. I'll tell you that. Praise God. I've spent almost $800 ripping them bitches off. And you don't get to keep the thing. You got to give the thing back.
Yeah, they always want that little pump thingy
What?
back.
I done
Yeah,
paid
and the
for this
hose.
bastard.
Yeah, they went with it. Yeah.
Oh, just hateful, man. It's big business, you know?
We've seen trucks that like them so much they've took them with them too. That's
Oh,
kinda
yeah, I
funny.
can
Yeah.
imagine.
We want a souvenir from the truck stop. Yeah.
How long does it take to fill up a truck when you go to fill up gas? And are y'all on diesel? What do y'all run on?
Diesel fuel.
Okay.
Diesel fuel only, and then you've got the DEF, which is diesel efficient fuel, and it smells like cow piss.
Is it 2 different types of fuel?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about that. So can you pull into just like a Exxon and get some gas or no?
No, because our company uses the points for pilots and flying J's.
Okay, so you pull into those specific stations.
Yeah. Well, now if it's emergency fuel, we can use a TA or a Petro or a Love's, but he prefers us using those because
Right.
he gets extra bonus on the points.
Right.
So we go there and use those, and it usually takes about 10 minutes to fuel it up completely, and I think it's 250 gallons total.
Dang.
Yeah.
So, dude, if you get in an accident, you're gonna die.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
You're, gonna
You're going
roast.
swimming in some diesel fuel.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
When you do a lot of are there a lot of swingers out there on the road? Because I would imagine couples go ride together sometimes. Do you see that?
Yeah, there's husband and wife teams a lot. And when I started, I had male trainers.
Okay.
For me, it was easier just to listen to a guy. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't think 2 girls cooped up in a truck is a good idea.
Oh, well, there's 2
Yeah,
women
it's
died
you-
that did it in that damn movie. Remember?
Yeah, Thelma and Louise.
Them bitches died, man. So you probably right about that, you know. But yeah, I think I won't even have if there's someone who's driving me in an Uber or anything like that, and they have the female voice on the phone, I'll have them
annoying as
turn it
hell.
off or change it. It reminds me of my mother's voice, I think, or just reminds me of some lady
Mine
squawking.
is Tom.
It's
and
Tom?
I told Fama I was going to fire his ass several times. Yeah. For getting me in places I ain't supposed to be with a semi-truck. Yeah. Tom, you're an asshole.
Do you keep the voice on the whole time? Do you shut it down?
No, I
sometimes?
have to shut him off.
Yeah.
He gets on my nerves. I
Yeah.
wanted to sling him out the window before.
Yeah.
You know, speed warning, speed warning, speed warning. So hell no, shut up. Yeah.
How fast can you go in the rig?
72 is the top speed.
There's a limit on it.
Yes, it's governed. It's
Okay.
as fast as it'll go. Now, if you're going downhill, that's a different story.
You can get it in neutral and let it open up.
You can just leave it in the gear. It's in 10th gear, but if you're heavy and you can't control it, stop and doing that.
Really?
But I've let it cruise about 75.
Hey, man.
Oh, yeah. Rock and roll. Yeah.
Let's live a
Gotta
little,
get there.
huh?
Gotta get there.
Put on
Let's
some
go.
AC/DC and cut it up.
Yeah. Hold the steering wheel, grate the cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you listen to while you're in there?
Oh, all different kinds of shit. There's some Clandonia music that I listen to. It's Irish,
Yeah?
and it's bagpipes and drums,
Oh, wow.
and that'll get you shit pumped because you're driving and it just, it'll get you hyped up where you're really seriously going. It's like
Clandonium, it's called?
Clandonia.
Clandonia?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and it's straight up Irish. And it's like the Titanic music that I listen to when they're in the lower deck
Oh, yeah.
and they're partying. It's kind of like that, but it's basically just drums and bagpipes. Now,
Damn, you're
I
like damn
listening
William
to that.
Wallace out there then.
Yeah, yeah. And the truck is my sword.
Yeah. Do you keep a weapon on you?
Yeah, I got some OC spray for my son.
Okay.
Yeah, and a hammer works really well.
Okay.
Guns, no. We could have one, but I don't really want it personally in the company truck.
Yeah.
Our boss is pretty lenient about it, but he's not like giving us the okay. It's like you can protect yourself, but I don't really want to know about it.
Okay.
And he's a good guy, so.
Here's a fella right here that also owns an animal, and they got a question.
Oh, animals.
Hey yo, what up Theo? What up guest? My question is there equivalent male lot lizards for female truckers? Anyway, gang bruh.
Gang, baby, that's a great question. Yeah, how much sensuality is out there on the pavement?
Lot.
Really?
Yes. There's a couple of places in Indiana that's way up north. Way up north. There's a truck stop that's really bad about it. And they will just pound the shit out of your door.
And they're men?
Women.
Women.
Mostly women.
And they're showing up for sex.
Yeah. No, I ain't sticking my head out that curtain.
Yeah.
Because if it happens to be a man, I really don't want them knowing that there's a woman in the truck.
Right.
So I just keep to myself back there.
Will you do a man's voice or something? It's like,
I've done
hey.
that. Fuck off.
Yeah.
That's
pretty good.
yeah.
Pretty good.
Or, fuck off, And it'll work. You just keep the lights off.
Yeah.
And you don't let them know that you're, prancing around in there. You just don't make yourself known. You just try to keep to yourself, keep the doors locked.
So you feel pretty safe once you're locked up and everything's locked down for the night. You feel pretty safe in there.
Yeah, the riots had me scared though.
Yeah.
Because I was worried about, the busting of the windshield, the busting of the side windows. Because then they can climb right in.
Yeah, and the sad thing is every time you see one of those riot videos, they're always stopping a rig,
Yeah, and I've seen them pull the drivers out of there.
Oh, yeah.
And that's scary. And the bosses told us what to do, if that ever happened. He's like, you pull up, you blow your horn, you let them know to get off. He's like, don't ever roll your windows down. Keep your doors locked. And he said, turn on your flashers. He said, you call the police on your headset, but you continuously keep moving. Do not stop. And if somebody's so stupid does stand in front of your truck and get squashed, then that's what's going to happen. If you stop, then you're setting yourself up to get hurt.
Yeah.
Even if they're just protesting, there are some of them that are out to just hurt
some of them
you.
aren't out there protesting.
They don't want Black Lives Matter or any life matter.
Yeah.
This is totally, I want your shit in that truck.
Yeah, they want your life not to matter. Yeah.
Give me your money. I want your radio. I can get this. I can get that. And as your truck is just slowly rolling away and they're getting the crap beat out of you.
Yeah.
It's also getting stripped on the inside. And then, by the time you get back to it, half bleeding and dead, you're like, what the hell? You can't even drive back. Somebody get me. So that did spook me.
But that's a good plan, though. Flashers going, contact the police on the headset, and just keep it cruising.
Yeah, it's a low speed. You don't try to fly through like they're bowling pins,
Yeah.
Which you'd like to.
Oh,
just
dude.
Cartoons, watch them just fly left and right as you plow through.
Oh, man,
But-
I'd definitely take on some Antifa, son.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
run 4 or 8 rigs through that park up there in Portland, and I think they'd have...
Did you ever see the video on the internet where the FedEx driver was, or it was UPS, I can't remember which, but it was when it first started, the riots. This guy was climbing all over this truck, and it was threatening.
You bring that up, Sean?
And the FedEx truck took off, and the guy actually got pinned in the wheels as the truck's rolling. People are screaming for him to stop. Why would he stop? They were climbing all over him. There was like 20 people all over this
these
truck.
days how suddenly you defend
it looked
yourself
like little
and you're the
kids
bad
on
guy.
a jungle gym. You know, it was just
on YouTube, brother.
It was really scary, and I cried for the person that got rolled over. I did. I felt bad. It was a horrible video, but at the same time, I'd have done the same thing as that FedEx driver. Had to. You don't know what they would have done to him, you know, to get his whatever he's carrying.
Yeah, I'm not dying. St. Louis man dies for being dragged by FedEx truck.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
They may have cut it because it was pretty violent. I don't know if they clipped it or not.
But yeah, man, you're doing your job. Somebody interferes because they have some social justice issue. What is FedEx? This is just thieves. This is just people stealing stuff. These people aren't about any. This isn't about anything.
Right. But I think this is pretty much it. But this was pretty sad.
Dang.
The guy got in. See how he's got the double trailers?
He got in between the two of them?
He got in between the two of them and got wedged in there. And he got drugged quite a ways before, the video
makes you
stopped.
wonder what your mindset is, because I've been in mindsets where I feel like I need to stand up for myself, where I feel like I need I want to act out for some sort of justice. But then also going in between two semi trucks just doesn't seem like where I'm going to find any of that.
Right.
Thank you for enjoying this episode with this beautiful trucker. And I want to tell you something right now, that the holidays are upon us, and it's a good time to take care of yourself and others. And you want to communicate with people during the holidays. You don't want to have to be yelling down the street. You don't want to have to be writing a message in a bottle and throwing it in the sewer, or throwing it out in the ravine or something. What I'm telling you about is Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile's best offer of the year is here. For a limited time, buy any 3-month plan and get 3 more months for free. That's 6 months for the cost of 3. By going online only and eliminating the traditional costs of retail, Mint Mobile is passing those significant savings on to you. All Mint Mobile plans come with unlimited talk and text and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. And if you're not 100% satisfied, and that's full satisfaction, that's as much as you can get, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. You can keep your current phone. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. Why haven't you heard about this? Because you're just finding out about it. Why hasn't everybody done this? Because they are just finding out about it. For a limited time only, our listeners buy any 3-month Mint Mobile plan and get 3 more months free by going to mintmobile.com/THEO. That's mintmobile.com/Theo. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Theo. And I got to tell you right now, I'm looking for a home right now. And if you've seen on my Instagram story, you see me looking through something. I'll go look at anything, a lean-to, a 2-story, 1-story, half-story. Hell, I took a tour of a burning building the other day and almost leased it. But I have credit issues. I can't get I have a previous mortgage that I didn't make some payments on. I missed 2 payments. And they call it dings on your credit. My credit's all dinged up. Like a little, like a Chinese automobile. My thing's all jacked up. Thankfully, Bridge Credit Solutions is helping me. Bridge Credit Solutions. They are backed with a 100% money-back guarantee for any items that cannot be removed from your credit. You will not find that anywhere. You'll know exactly what you're paying for at the beginning of the repair. I reached out to Bridge. I know what they're repairing on my credit. If they can't do it, then I get my money back. There's no open-ended monthly fees. It's written in the contract what work is to be done and how much you're paying. You will need to have the Bridge credit report access prior to scheduling your audit. They cannot go over your credit report without this. Thankfully, it costs just $1 and can be found on the website by simply clicking on the services drop-down bar where you'll see Bridge Report Access. Bridge Credit Solutions is helping me so I can refinance, so I can get the mortgage. Bridge Credit Solutions prides itself on its lightning quick turnaround. That's right. You can feel free to call or text no matter the hour with whatever questions or concerns you may have. Simply go to bridgecreditsolutions.com/Theo. That's right. Go to bridgecreditsolutions.com/Theo and start repairing your credit today. The money you're going to save in the long term on those mortgage payments, you want to get the credit fixed now. And now back to the episode. Do you have you met any men out there? Now, will you be on apps dating men, meeting men in different cities? Like, do you have a couple of little songbirds out there that you let on the branch every now and then?
No, I got somebody at home, and you get approached by all different kinds of men out there for they'll use all different reasons to try to get your phone number.
Now, what is some of that? Take me through a little bit of that.
One of them is, hey, I like the trucks y'all are driving. Just tell me about your company. Are they hiring? Can I have their phone number? It's like, sure. So I write down Karn's number, give it to him and tell him to talk to Nick. He'll get you a job. We're always hiring.
And they don't call. They're not calling for that.
Oh, well, can I have your number to let you know how it's going? I said, hell no. What the fuck you want my number for?
Damn,
He's like, and that's
Ginger.
exactly what he said.
That's what I would have said. Damn, Ginger.
Exact same thing. He jumped back just like he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I was like, but what you need my number for? And he's like, well, I was just going to let you know how, the process is going. I said, they'll do that.
Damn.
Thank you very much.
You a shark on them. Now, do you hear any stories about there's places that's popular for swingers and stuff? Because I would imagine, here's what I'm saying is, if you're taking a spouse out there, if you're a man and you have a female sidekick with you, a wife, or whatever it is called, and I can't imagine y'all aren't doing swinging. And there's a lot of swinging out there in the Midwest, too, especially in Missouri.
Oh,
do you encounter any of that?
Hey, no.
I mean, do you hear any stories of it? Is there any?
No, actually, if there's mostly what I see is men that are single out there picking up the lot lizards.
Okay.
And they'll get what they want and then send them on their way. And then they stop to the next truck.
Is it usually sex? Is it blowjobbing? Is it oral sex? Do you know what it is out there? I
don't even know. I guess it would depend on the girl and how much money he wants to spend. You know. Ugh. But yeah.
Do you know the rates on any of it? How?
No, I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Because it's literally like, you got to worry about them girls sometimes. Because I've been told that they can actually lay underneath your trailer. And as you're coming out to, say, if you're a man, you're standing out there taking a piss.
They cut your ankle.
They can cut you.
Cut you in the back of the ankle, like on Hostel.
And rob your ass, just like Hostel. And you got to watch them. I've watched them at night when I just pulled in and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. And it's been raining. I'll see, it's actually raining. There's a woman walking around in a pair of shorts and high heels. And she's tapping on each door.
Not?
Well, it's dark. Can't really tell.
That helps.
But you see her, going from door to door to door to truck to truck to truck.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next thing you know, she disappears for about 20 minutes. And then she's out again. You'll see a light on in the truck. That's the dome. Then that's like,
that's the dome, all right.
I know what you're doing, And then she'll come out. But I've seen them walk around the trucks like they're looking for shit.
Right.
Or maybe they're going to disconnect something or pull something. You got to watch them because you don't know what they're doing.
Well, they have that famous documentary with Eileen Warnos where wasn't she killing truckers?
No, she actually was killing just random people that was picking her up.
Right.
She was prostituting herself out and just randomly picked out some dudes. And
is there any pimping or anything like going on out there? Do you see anything like that?
Do you know who's approached my trucks? My truck is usually men drivers. Other men drivers.
Just wanting to. Now, are they asking specifically for sex or just kind of flirting or just saying,
well,
hey?
I had a Bosnian guy. He told me he was from Bosnia. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to tell me how big and beautiful my boobs were.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, hell.
Pretty cool. I mean, first of all, that is nice.
It was in Maryland.
I'll tell you this. If a lady came up to my window for no reason and said, hey, man, I like the size of that.
Well, this is kind of scary. You're a girl in the truck by yourself.
You're right. My bad. You're right.
So. Anyways, he sticks his body halfway in my window.
Okay.
It's a beautiful day. I had the windows down, which is stupid. You don't do that.
So he put his head in the window.
His body was
Okay.
in the window.
Up to halfway.
Yeah, I'm standing there making up my bed, just kind of gonna stretch out or watch TV.
Yeah, the window's open. It's nice out.
Beautiful day. Next thing I know, I turn around and I was like, I screamed, and I was like, you could get a shot like that, dude. What the fuck? Get out of my truck.
Damn.
And he's like,
Handsome
hey.
guy or not?
It wasn't bad looking.
Now we're talking.
But it's still.
Bring up Bosnia. Let me see where it is on the map, Sean.
Yeah, check it out.
Bring up an
Because I asked him if he was Russian, and he got pissed at me.
Oh, yeah, they get upset.
He's like, oh, hell no, I'm not Russian.
Well, just wear a sign that says Bosnian then, dude.
Because I was like, well, where are you from? And he's like, Bosnia.
Yeah.
We hate Russians.
Yeah, they'll fight, man. They love to fight Russia.
Yeah.
Maybe Google Bosnian man outdoors, maybe.
But
or
yeah,
something.
he told me that if he would hate himself if he didn't tell me that he wanted to have a good time. I was like, roll on, Alabama. I ain't know.
Now,
No.
the bearded guy. Look at him. Look at that guy down a little, third row.
No, I'll tell you what he looked like. Was
Okay.
more like the top roll up there and third guy. Not the same guy, but I mean, that's more like the picture.
Okay.
That's what he looked like.
Wow, handsome, kind of like you said, a little bit handsome.
He was okay.
Oh yeah,
But it was just too weird, man.
yeah, it's a bit of a heavy approach, you know.
You can't do the flake thing, It's kind of flaky.
Yeah, you can't just peek in my window.
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't a peak.
Is there? It wasn't a peek, huh?
It was not a peak. It was a full blown. Wow, I'm up in your truck. You got big, beautiful boobs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god. It's like I will hate myself if you not have sex with me in my truck.
Did he say that?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh,
He wanted
wow.
me to get out and have sex with him in his truck. I was like, get the
Damn.
hell out of here.
At least he really laid it out,
I guess.
exactly what he was wanting.
Yeah.
Because that's a tough thing. On this podcast, we try to encourage young men to at least shoot their shot, but that's kind of a shady way to do it.
Well, I'll tell you some funny stuff too about other episodes this way. We had I was doing a dedicated run, which is the same thing every day. And I was leaving from our shop, which is in Louisville, to Indianapolis UPS.
Okay.
And coming back, same thing every night. Well, started running into the same fella that in a car right up alongside of me, just grinning and a waving, from his car. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? And I'm driving on, next thing I know, he's blowing his horn. So I glance down and he's got his junk hanging out.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
His penis, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Dear
Then he
God.
backs off. Okay. Then he comes back up alongside of me again. He's grinning even bigger this time.
Oh, yeah.
His pants are down to his knees this time. Okay. Well, I'm sitting here just driving, literally wanting to put my hand next to my face, and just kiss here. Because I'll slow down, for them to speed up a little bit. Then they'll go back. And then they'll keep alongside of me the whole time, no matter what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of the traffic that's going on around us.
It's just you and them in the world, huh?
Right,
It's like y'all are slow dancing.
Right. I saw this guy 5 separate occasions. Same stretch of 65 in Indiana. And I named him Jerk Off Jim.
Oh, yeah. He's out there, huh?
He
Dang.
painted his steering wheel.
Did he?
Oh, yes, he did.
What color?
White.
Ooh. That body glaze, I bet.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nasty.
So now you could see his penis. Now, can you see from from your
Oh,
perspective?
yeah, it's the perfect view.
You could see over to the driver's side.
I can see everything.
Wow.
Inside of a vehicle. A four-wheeler.
So if I'm driving, right, and I have my penis out,
Yes.
can you? And you're in a rig.
Yes.
How can you see my wiener? Can you see it through the front window?
No, it's from your side window, the passenger side.
So you can see from the passenger from
if you're
where you
passing
are.
me,
Wow.
so you're passing me in the fast lane, I'm in the slow lane, it's 2-lane highway, like I-65 is
Yeah.
through Indiana. Yeah, I could see everything inside of your vehicle. Your back seat, front seat,
So
driver's
if
seat.
I put my penis out, you could see it.
I could see everything.
That's
I
awesome.
could almost count the hairs.
Oh wow.
Almost.
Hell yeah. Look,
Yeah.
I didn't know y'all had such good sights.
Oh, it's a
going
hell
on.
of a view. It's the upstairs view from, seeing y'all from downstairs.
What about this? Do you see a lot of oral sex going on between couples occasionally? I'm sure you see a little bit of that sometimes.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
But most of the time, they're not trying to ride
Show it
along.
off.
You're right. They
Right.
just ride on down the road. And it's like, oh, damn, did you see that? There ain't nobody in the truck with me. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Have
But-
you ever had a guest in the truck, a male guest, or no?
I've had my oldest son with me once, and I had my daughter with me. She got to ride with me once. And I did have a team member from work, co-worker. We did team for 9 months, running back and forth to Miami, Florida twice a week.
And was that enjoyable? Or?
No, hell no. I hated it.
Really?
Yes.
Because y'all started to get on each other's nerves, I'm sure.
Oh my God. I wanted to kill him.
Oh.
There's so many times that I almost left him at truck stops.
Oh, yeah.
And that's for you, Chris, if you ever listen to this.
Amen, Chris. That's what you
Chris,
get, son.
Chris Santana.
Yeah, smacking your fucking gums while you're eating.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Tell him about his toenails in the floor.
Oh,
his
come on.
body hair in the bed sheets.
Come on,
The
Chris.
piss bottle's rolling around.
He pee in a bottle?
Fuck yeah.
God.
Water bottle rolling around. There's 2 water bottles.
Oh, it breaks my heart.
Oh, it broke mine.
Oh.
I wanted to break
And
his
women,
neck.
y'all don't. So you guys ever pee in like a pan or something and leave
In
it
a
in
cup.
there? In a cup?
Yeah, but as you're driving down interstate, like if you're teaming,
Yeah.
and they're driving and you got to pee, that window goes down and out goes the piss and you keep the cup.
Amen. And what do you do with the cup? Just sign it and give it to
No,
somebody?
you stuff a paper towel down in it, put the little top back on, where
yeah.
the straw goes, and that way it keeps the smell down. You put it in a bag.
I like that.
Yeah. Sanitary reasons.
Little tricks of the trade you learn as you
Oh,
go,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
We had a question that came in right here from some gentleman or this fella right here, this happy guy right here.
Hey, Theo. My name is Brooks, longtime listener from Florence, South Carolina. My question for your guest tonight is, we all know that truck stops are the mecca of the dark arts. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen go down at a truck stop? Thank you for everything you guys both do. Love you. Gang, gang.
Gang, brother. I'll tell you, I'll lead on this one.
Go ahead.
So I was going to college, and I did go. And I went from Louisiana, and I drove to Tucson, Arizona. And I had worked all summer, man, to save up some money. So I had me about $1,200 in cash. And I'd stayed up. I was doing uppers, gas station uppers, no doses, those, snorting whatever
Any
they
caffeine
sold.
pill you can get your hands on.
Oh, I was snorting it.
Yeah.
Dude, I did half a damn Mountain Dew Code Red.
Burn!
Oh, I did half of Mountain Dew Code Red straight through one of my nostrils. You know what I'm saying?
Gross.
I fucking do it all. I'll
should've
do it
snorted a
all,
Red Bull.
shorty.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. I'll do it all, you know? So anyway, so I'm up, man. I've been up for probably about 20 hours. In my car, I had this 84 some kind of car. I don't even know what it was. Didn't even matter, really. It was a piece of shit, but it would overheat. So about every maybe 150 miles, it got too hot. And so I had to pull over and wait about 40 minutes for it to go down. And then I had to wait for it to cool off so I could put the water in the radiator and then start back again. Well, I'd been up for fucking a day and a half, man. I wasn't doing real well. So I stopped at a truck stop in I guess it was maybe Nevada, I'm not sure, or Arizona or West Texas, somewhere. But man, I had all my money, and I was like, I can't leave it in my car. Somebody could break in. I'll leave it on my person, right? So I took it, put it in my underpants, my cash, right? So I went into this gas station. I found a place somewhere upstairs. They had like this little lobby kind of place, and I just laid on a bench up there and just went to sleep. Well, I slept for probably about 40 minutes, and I forgot that I had my cash in my underpants. When I stood up, it just fell out my pant leg, and I lost all my money.
No, you didn't.
Lost it all, man.
Holy shit.
Then here's the shady part. Then you're wandering around a gas station for 2.5 hours asking people if they found $1,200 cash, right?
Oh, like they're going to tell you.
Hey, yeah, they're not. I'll tell you this.
Oh, sure.
None of them
Is it
are.
yours? Would you like to have it back?
None of them are
Not
going to
happening.
tell you.
No.
And the worst part is they all think you're on drugs and shit.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Like if you
You
found
looking for a piece of crack you dropped on the ground?
like have you found $1,200 cash in here? And they're like, this dude is on fucking drugs.
Yeah. You want dope, man? Yeah.
Do you run in? What have you run into out there? Have you seen anything wild? Is there anything going on out there?
I've seen fist fights over parking or fuel spots.
Really?
Yeah. Where they're in such a hurry, they get into an actual fist fight over getting fuel, who gets it first.
Damn.
I've actually gotten a screaming match with somebody once over that.
And how does that work? Because you're coming in at a certain angle, they're looping around or
No,
something?
what it is that you take your turns, just like you would at a, gas station. And the semi-truck in front of you that's supposed to be getting fuel, there's nobody fueling. It's just sitting there idling. So I run in to go pay for a parking spot because all the free ones are taken. So you get a reserve spot. That's about $15 to $18.
Okay, so it's almost like a KOA campground, like you get your space.
You have to park pay in park.
But
Yeah.
there are some that are free.
Yes.
Interesting.
The ones that are free are the shittier spots in the back.
Right.
It's twisted and turned. It's hard to get to.
Out on the fucking rape trail out
Right,
there.
right.
Yeah.
And down there in the back, lower 40s, nosebleeds, where there's no light, you know.
Yeah. Is there a lot of drug use out there? You see any of it? What are these guys on out there? I know some of them are probably doing pills
Drinking.
and uppers. Really?
Drinking. Yeah. That's I've smelt it. They come into truck stops and they walk past you and they smell like a brewery. But there are truck stops that sell beer. You wouldn't think that a Pilot, Flying J, Loves, or anything like that would actually sell liquor. But there are some that sell alcohol. And they could sit in there and get soused all they want in their truck. And as long as they're sober, I guess, by in the morning, they driving.
And what are you doing for food in there? Do you take food of your own? Do you stop and get stuff? What do you like?
Yeah, when I'm off on Saturday or Sunday, Monday maybe, Sunday and Monday, I'll go to Walmart, get everything I need, and put it in, stock up my truck, paper towels, food, drinks, water, everything, and load it all up in there, and then go on down the road. So if I get hungry, I can actually take everything out, make a sandwich, or I can stick things in the microwave, cook it. Yeah.
And if you're taking off, you're starting off on a haul, right?
Yeah.
What's the snacks you get out the gate? What's that gateway snack setup you like to,
Donuts.
Really, you start with a couple donuts,
Yeah,
huh?
donuts.
Damn, you
Powdered
going hard.
donuts.
Oh, they're good, huh?
Can't drink milk no more because I'm getting old and gut can't handle it. So
Yeah.
I get the lactose free, and it's like the cartons. Mm-hmm. And I'll just have that little knob and turn up the milk and donut or two. Turn up the milk. Next thing you know, you've got this powder ring all over your face, and you're wiping it off, and it's all over your shirt.
Oh yeah. You're like, oh, this lady parties. You show up and say, this lady parties.
This is good. I'm gonna dry it up. Shit flying. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But there was a question the guy had asked what the most dangerous thing was.
Yeah.
I did get trust. There was a time when I was doing a pre-trip, and it was early in the morning. Sun was out. It was bright, beautiful morning. And I was actually close to the truck stop, too. I wasn't way out in the parking lot. Mm-hmm. And it sounds like a bad joke, but it's really not. I had my hood open, checking all my fluids, checking my belts, everything that needed to be checked. Mm-hmm. Plus, I was still green at it, so it was taking me a while to make sure I'm actually probably over-checking.
Right, you're doing it all.
Right. Yeah. And here comes this Hispanic guy. Mm-hmm. He wants to know about how to unplug the E-logs in your truck. Mm-hmm. And I was telling him, you go inside of the storage door of your truck and open it. Sometimes you can unplug it. Well, can you come over here to the truck and show me? I was like, no, I just told you can go check it yourself.
Damn.
So I went on about my business, wiping stuff, checking. Here comes two white dudes. Where's your husband at? I was like,
straight
to it. I said, he's in there taking a shit, which I was in there by myself. I don't tell nobody that.
The fake shit husband trick.
Yeah, and he's like, really? Okay. They just stood there and they's talking amongst themselves. I started getting nervous. And after about 10 minutes, me ignoring them, the guy said, that must be one long shit. I said, he's probably just getting something to eat since he shit.
Yeah.
And he finally, they walked off.
Circle of life right there.
This black guy. A Milli Vanilli reject.
Oh, damn.
But he's a big dude.
Oof.
Big dude. Big, tall, 6'3", muscles.
He came in and helped you
He's
out?
got the long braids. He's got one braid hanging in the front. He's like, why don't you come over here and give a brother some love? And I was like, no. I said, I got a run to do. I'll drive a truck, And I put the hood down, latched him, and started walking over here to the driver's side, kind of a quick speed, and get in my seat. And go to grab the door to shut it. And he grabs hold of my wrist.
No way.
And he yanks. He yanks so hard that I used my feet and my other hand to hold myself in the truck. And he's like, come and give me some love. And when he yanked, and I braced and caught myself, I yanked my wrist back and shut the door. And I was already trying to put it in gear before I'd even released the brakes. Like, I'm really trying to take off, and the truck's like, because the brakes are still on. So I had to release them, took off, and trying to peel out of there on gravel in fourth gear, with the heavy truck. And it's like, trying to take off. And I get down the road and get on the interstate and broke down and just like damn near cried.
Damn.
Because I just went limp. This guy just tried to yank me out of the truck. And it scared the shit out of me. So I texted on the E-logs, my company, Werner, at the time. The guy just tried to pull me out and sent it. And they're like, be careful.
That's it. That's it, honey.
Yeah.
That's the world, baby. That's the world.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah.
All right.
So thanks for the advice.
I knew that.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, a lot of guys with those dreadlocks, they'll use them to tie you down. while
Oh,
they fuck
shit. I need to look like he could beat you with them.
you. Oh, yeah. I saw a black guy at the gym. He had 2 dreadlocks, and he was doing them like those like those. You gotta
These
be
were long
careful.
enough they could be used as lassos.
Oh, people do 'em.
You know,
People doing
just
wild
around
stuff.
the throat. Yeah.
It's risque out there, man.
Yeah, it is. It's scary.
It's French risk, baby. What else? Anything else coming over there, Sean?
What's up, Theo baby? This is your boy Jacob coming straight at you from Hillsboro, Oregon.
What's up, Jacob?
And I have just one question for your guest.
Yes,
and
sir.
that is, how the hell do you stay awake for some of your long haul drives? Because anytime I have to drive for 6+ hours, especially at night, boy, you know I'm going to start nodding off and having to pull over at those sketchy ass rest stops. So just, if you could let me know one of your secrets, bless up. I'd appreciate it. Gang, gang.
Amen. Yeah, what's the tricks there? Because what is the tricks?
Coffee, opening up the window as far down as it'll go, no matter how cold it is.
Really?
Yeah. Air conditioning in the face. I've actually slapped myself a couple of times.
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
And I've took my fingertips and I'll sit there and tap the closed eyes to try to wake up. I've used cold washcloths on the eyes. Visine helps. Coffee. And getting out and walking. Stretching.
helps.
Yes. Yeah. Because you got to get your legs in a straight position and your ass falls numb.
Yeah.
So you got to get the blood flowing.
Does your
Yeah.
ass fall asleep after a while?
Oh,
when you
hell
drive?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You don't feel your butt crack. It's completely gone.
Oh, my God.
It feels like one big giant pillow. It's like, wow. Who needs shocks?
Praise
I can't
God.
feel a thing. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even imagine us having that ghost ass feel,
Yeah.
Just-
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's AIS is what it's called.
It is?
Yeah. Ass in seat.
Really?
Yeah. That's when you don't stop. You run the whole thing.
Dang.
Except for your 30-minute break. I've done that before a few times.
What is now? Are there some outfits and some groups where they can just drive and they don't have to follow those rules? Do some people break the rules? Some people.
I think the only ones that can do that, I'm not positive, is like farm equipment. They don't have to have certain rules. I think they're allowed on and off the road, but they can't like travel long distances. But they don't have to have restrictions and endorsements, and they can just get on with their tractor, but get off, but no requirements.
What's a snack that you'll kind of wait to have? If you've been out there a while, what's a snack what's a snack that you won't have while you drive? Is there something you've had from the gas station where like, oh, this makes me sick, I'm not having this again?
Hot dogs.
Really?
Yeah. That's an instant enema. You want to eat a hot dog, take a shit, there you go.
It's a risky move, huh?
Oh, yeah. You don't want to, and they're chili.
Oh.
Any place that serves their own cooked chili may smell good, may look good. It's really cold outside. Taking a bum yum, warm chili. Dude, that's like a lava just pouring out of a volcano.
Praise God. Oh.
Ass on fire.
Oh. My buddy had, yeah. We've all done some things.
Yeah.
Is there anything that makes who couldn't drive truck? Is there are there types of people that couldn't drive truck? What does it take to be a driver?
You got to want to drive.
Okay.
That's the first thing. If you don't like driving, any kind of driving that's in your own car or anything, then you ain't got no business in it. You have to have some patience because people are idiots out there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's too many of them. Then you got all the road rage, and you got to control your own road rage. But just anybody could drive if you wanted to. If you wanted to bad enough, and you just keep trying, you can do it. Takes a lot of studying, a lot of practice.
Really?
Yeah. Backing's hard.
Backing up.
To me, yeah. Some people are born with the just be
That
able to
backing
do
gene.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just gravy.
Yeah.
Eyes closed and get it right in
There's
there.
old backup Benny.
Yeah. Those there, I give the finger.
That's what I say, man.
Fuck 'em.
F them, bro.
I had to try. I had to practice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm better at it. I ain't gonna say I'm perfect at it. I never will be. There have days where I could back in a spot that's, super tight. And then there's other days that I can't back into a football field.
Yeah.
And I've heard that from other drivers too. Same thing.
Just kind of
have
whatever
your
your
days.
vibe is, huh? Have your days.
Yep.
What's the number one thing you got to remember while you're out there driving? I mean, is it safety? Is it patience? I mean, you said patience, but just trying to think if there's anything else that we're kind of missing out, any world that we're missing out on.
You have to have like 6 sets of eyeballs running all the time. And people don't understand what the truck consists about. That's a lot. It's the ignorance of the other people. They don't know how heavy it is. They don't know that we're getting over to avoid hitting somebody on the shoulder that's broke down. They think we're just cutting them off. It's like, get the hell out of my way. Nobody likes being behind them.
Right.
We're a little slower for a reason. Sometimes it is because of the weight, but then there's other times that we have to keep our distance further back than they do. They ride bumper to bumper in cars, and we have to stay back, which is 12 seconds at least.
That's the rule.
Yeah.
What about the headlights? Y'all use those to like notate things to each other?
Yeah. It's a code. Flipping headlights can, and especially during the day, can mean usually there's a police officer or DOT sitting somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Could mean a wreck up the road. They, flipping them seriously. Flipping. You come over the hill, there might be an accident down there. Or somebody pulled over, a lot of cops pulled over somebody on the side of the road. And it could mean high beams, basically. Turn your lights down. Well, I've got them LED lights. They're super strong. And they, they're like X-ray vision.
Yeah.
And I get headlighted, high beamed all the time. And there's nothing. I have to show them that I got. Oh, you want some high beam? Here you go. They are on low. Damn it! What do you want me to do? But there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Is it fun being out there by yourself sometimes?
Yeah.
Just cruising.
Yes, I like looking around. I love the woods, and it's peaceful. There's times that I miss my family. I miss my kids, my grandbabies, my cat. But then there's times that it's like I can't wait after the weekend of being home. I'm ready to go back out.
Yeah.
I like driving the trucks. I like shifting gears. I feel like King Kong on the road sometimes.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
I guess it does give you a feeling of power out there.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And you got control too. Because you can, if you have to hold your own lane and you have to stay where you're at because you cannot change lanes to help somebody that's getting off the ramp, every now and then it's gratifying when somebody actually has to stop and let me go. I don't have to stop for you. I'm just going to keep on rolling. Fuck you.
Amen.
Actually had a cop try to pass me on a ramp, which was ridiculous. It's like the worst thing ever. And it was a police officer. And I'm in the slow lane. Traffic's pretty heavy. There's a lot of traffic coming off the ramp, getting onto the interstate. So I move over into the middle lane. Mm-hmm. I'm keeping up with traffic, and they're moving all pretty slow because they're just getting on. So I kindly start to pass them. There's still just a tiny bit of ramp left because I let them all go on about their business.
Yep.
I get back over in the slow lane, and I just, out of the corner of my eye, I just happen to glance over in my side mirror. There's a freaking cop that's running alongside of me, and he's running out of road, and it's like him getting squashed between me and a guardrail. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he ends up backing off because I held my own. I was like, piss on you.
Yeah.
I'm where I'm supposed to be. I don't know what the hell you're doing. But he ended up backing off, got behind me, and then ended up into the hammer lane.
Scooting on, huh?
Yeah, and then rolled on down the road. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought.
Amen.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there? I bet there's a lot. Are there some murderers that you feel like you ever have met a murderer out there? Because I bet there's a lot of murderers in
You probably have.
trucking
and
industry.
not know it. Because I've heard about that. There was a truck driver that I heard about that was picking up hitchhikers and stuff, lot lizards or whatever, and chaining them inside of the cab of his truck. Yeah.
And
Leaving
they caught him, or
bodies.
who knows?
Yeah, they caught him. They caught him. They caught him.
But it's definitely a job that really, you're just stopping by. You're
You
always
have to
leaving.
Be careful. It's like I said, I walk around there with this look on my face, like I'm gonna kill somebody.
I like that.
You have to, because you can't be.
Yeah. Hey, come kill me.
Yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
weak. Hi.
Yeah.
Because that's automatic red flag for them. Oh, dumb bitch.
Yeah. Let's get this hoe.
But if you walk around and you got that hammer that you just thump the tires with, and you look like you're gonna crack somebody's skull with it,
Amen.
people won't bother you, so they leave you
If
alone.
you stirring your coffee with a fucking hammer or ice
I'll
pick.
use my pocket knife.
Yeah.
And lick the blade clean.
What other jobs did you have over the years? Anything else that really stood out?
Yeah, before I ever started driving, I've done a little bit of everything. I've shoveled some gravel. I've worked in motels. I've gas stations. I've had all different kinds of just odd, meaningless jobs that wasn't going to go nowhere.
Yeah.
Then they offered me a grant that was free because I was on food stamps, welfare. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, well, what's the grant consist about? What is it? She's like, well, you have to pick up a high-paying profession, something that's in demand. She said, you got nursing or trucking. And nursing's an okay thing, but
Yeah.
I don't like people being hurt. I get too tender. So, well, I've always wanted to drive. So she's like, well, we'll give you $5,000 that you don't have to pay back, but you have to graduate.
Damn, that's
You
a good
can't
deal.
fail. Yeah, I was top 97% of my class.
Dude, that's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, I was the only girl.
Were you?
That was even I was the only female.
And dang, so yeah, I guess I would just think if I'm a trucker and I see a female come through, I'm gonna holler at her.
Oh, they
And
were
some
so
of it's
nice.
nature.
The whole damn class was just, and most of them were black, but I loved my whole class.
That's cool.
I like all different people, so I get along with everybody.
Did they have a fake rig, a simulator you would try at first, or no? They don't have that.
No, they gave us these junky little day cabs that we start off, just doing the backing up moves, which is alley docking and straight line backing and parallel parking, which you don't have to do. But they teach you the basics. And then she owned her own 2 Peterbilts.
Wow.
And she would let the classmates take those out with the trainers. Trainers would take off. We'd get to a certain spot.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'd let one of the students do some driving. And we'd all take turns. It'd be like 5 to a truck. And we'd all take turns. And I shifted like I was in NASCAR.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, 55 in like 5 seconds. We're good. Yeah.
And what about this might be the last question I have. What about your first kiss? You remember your first kiss or no?
Yes, I do. I was 14 years old.
Damn, girl.
Yeah.
Who was
Head
he?
over heels with the town punk.
Was he? What made him a
Yes.
punk, kind of? What was that?
Oh, he quit school.
Oh, yeah?
Did drugs,
That'll do
drinking.
it,
He was
yes.
18. I was 14.
Yeah.
Let's see. He'd sneak at the bus stop to meet me. My mother, she actually introduced me to him.
Your mom did?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
They were both from Our Lady of Peace.
Yeah, I bet they were.
Yeah.
Our Lady a piece of ass, bro.
Well, you know what Our
I'm
Lady of
saying?
Peace is?
The church, right?
It's a mental hospital.
Oh, damn.
For
bro. Well, they
yes,
changed by the time they got to our
Mom
town.
had a nervous breakdown. The guy went in for drugs. They met. Well, when they met, my mother comes out when she finally got, I guess what you would call normal. She comes out and she's like, I met this guy, said he knows you, and he's so nice, he's so sweet, and he's so good looking. Well, I ended up meeting the dude. Later on down the road when I found out he was a fruit, just nuttier than shit. So
He's out there, huh?
yeah, he was bad news. Yeah,
But that was the first kiss,
he
huh?
was he was good looking.
Was he?
Yeah. Oh,
Who,
yeah.
Who'd he look like?
He was dark complected. He had brown eyes, brown hair, tall, thin, has 6-pack.
Damn.
Very nice. Very nice. His mom and dad was Romeo and Lee. They were really good people.
That were their parents' names?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool names.
Romeo was his dad. Lee was his mother.
Damn, Romeo's a dope name, really. They had a rapper that kind of stole it from everybody, but I feel like it should be coming back. I wouldn't mind having a little kid named Romeo.
Yeah.
What was your first concert you ever went to? You remember?
Oh, yes, I do. Ozzy Osbourne and Motley Crue.
Damn, that's a good one.
It was Bark at the Moon and Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil.
Damn.
It was at the old Cardinal Stadium in Louisville.
The Busch Stadium? No, that was before that, huh?
It was the Cardinal Stadium, the outdoors. Y'all have heard of the Yum Center, and it's the new stadium that Louisville has built.
This it right here?
Yeah, that's the old one right there, because it was outside, and the Motley Crue and Ozzy Osbourne concert was outdoors in the stadium. It was excellent.
It was?
Yes, and I don't remember a lot of it.
Amen.
But what I do, yeah.
What were y'all on, drugs or just drinking?
Weed.
Oh, yeah.
I was 14, so I was pretty green to everything. I had never actually done anything up until I was 14.
Yeah.
So first thing I ever tried was smoking pot. And the guy, my first boyfriend, the Jim I was telling you about, we went together.
Oh, nice.
My mom and dad drops us off, right?
Unbelievable.
And I was all so excited, and I saw Motley Crue. I was just, stoked and pumped, and we're just jamming, heads banging, and, the little thing going on, and, yeah. Then the next thing I know, it's like Ozzy's on, and I was like, well, what? I'm starting to get like all foggy head and shit, and can't remember hardly nothing, but every joint that he had brought had been smoked. Yeah, we were pretty toasty.
Well,
and I remember being up against the fence.
Oh, I bet, huh?
Like me and him sitting in the grass.
Oh, okay.
And it's pitch black outside, and I guess we was waiting for my mom and dad to pick us up.
Uh-huh.
That's why I guess we were there.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I bet, man.
But then I remember being in the car shortly after, and my dad always claimed that he was the one that could bust us if we'd been smoking pot, right?
And he couldn't.
Fuck no. My mom knew it every time. She was the one that didn't smoke. I found out later that my dad was the one that smoked.
Damn.
And it's like, you're too high to know that we're high.
That we're high.
She's the sober one that can tell.
Dude, I remember I went to Green Day concert one time. I was so high that I watched the opening band, and I thought that was Green Day. I sang all the Green Day songs.
You did?
100%. I sang every Green Day song that I knew. I heard it as they played it. I thought it was Green Day. It's over. I'm ready to leave. Ask my friends, are we ready to go? And they're like, Green Day hasn't even performed yet. And my whole
Who was
world,
you jamming to in your own head? I mean, besides it being Green Day, who was actually playing?
I don't know. You want to look it up? Green Day tour 1994? 1995, maybe? I don't know. But damn, they were good, man. I'll say that.
You was doing some kind of something with hallucinogen in it.
That could have been it. Oh, dude, I remember.
It could have been Beethoven playing, and he thinks it's Green Day. Yeah, this is good jam, man.
I'll tell you this one, too. So at another, can you see who their opener was? Maybe if you see their tour history, maybe would that be it? Or I'm not sure. Yeah, there you go. Green Day tour history, maybe it'd be on there. 20, yeah, let's do 95, maybe. See if they played New Orleans. It doesn't say their opener, though, does it? Yep, that was it right there. December 6th, dude.
Wow.
Other acts, the Riverdales, dude. I don't know who they were, but they sound just like they were just doing covers of Green Day, I think. The Riverdales,
Riverdales,
boy.
okay. Alrighty then.
Damn, bro, I'll tell you this, they good, man. They were real good. And then here was the worst part. Another time I went to some concert, and I remember being high. Somebody laced a joint or just laced me. I think the Lord just laced me.
Been there, done that.
And damn, man, I had a damn, I got so high, I remember thinking I was a raccoon for a couple minutes. And I found this man at the back of the thing, and I was feeling on his chest, and I thought he was in the war, and it was a cop. He had like a badge on. I remember feeling the badge, like, were you in the war? You know, I thought it was like a medal or something, you know? And he's like, I'm a fucking cop, man. You know, you need to take this bullshit into the bathroom. I was like, I think I'm dying. He goes, well, you need to fucking go die in the bathroom, son. So
he didn't care.
He said, you need to go
you
fucking
die here.
I mean, I've been feeling on his damn chest. I don't blame him, really. But I couldn't see. I thought I was a raccoon. I'm glad I didn't tell him I thought I was a raccoon. Because
he probably would have put a straitjacket on your ass.
I don't think people want to hear that. You know? But yeah, it was fun going to concerts, man. Did you ever up the ante on drugs? You ever got LSD was popular back then, huh?
I don't like it. I actually tried it just twice and only did a half a hit each time I tried it, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's just, I had weird things happen, and it wasn't that I was tripping. It was just something that odd. It's in the middle of summertime. First time I tried it, half a hit, and it's hot, and I'm standing on my friend's porch, and I look down, and just this random dog walks in front of me and barfs. But as he's barfing, he's backing up, and it's just kind of elongating out of his mouth, and I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? Just didn't care for that. Then the second time I tried it with my brother and a friend of ours, Stephanie.
Oh, wow.
And it was just a
Family
half.
time. Yeah.
And we're driving down the road. We're in Shepherdsville, and we're coming around the corner where the stockyards are. And we saw this line of traffic ahead of us that's coming toward us. And we're like, what the hell? And we saw this. There's a guy on this horse that is running full speed, coming toward us now we're on acid. Okay.
Damn.
And there's a horse that's holding up all this traffic.
That's unique.
Well, as he's running full gallop, he's running. To us, it looks like the legs are flailing off like this as the horse is running. We're all three laughing so damn hard that we can't drive, so we actually had to pull over and sit there until we could catch our breath, run the snot off our nose and the eyes, and we're like, what the hell was we just looking at? Was that a guy on a horse? What the hell is that? And it just, how do you pick two times that you see a dog vomit and a guy on a horse in the middle of the fucking road?
Look.
Rolling full speed. There ain't no cart back there. He's just galump, like he's at the Kentucky Derby, on the interstate. It's like, what the hell?
Dude, that's God right there. I'm telling you this because I remember one time being high on mushrooms or something. And we went to the gas station, and all the ground just suddenly, all these little pieces of oil looked like they started running around everywhere. And I'm like, oh my God, is that roaches? What is this? It's just insane. And then we go inside, and the guy said, as we're leaving, I swear to God, he goes, y'all be a little conscious by the pumps. We got a roach infestation by the pumps. And I'm like, and I'm just thinking, when has there ever been a roaches by a gas pump? Ever? Maybe one, you see one every now and then, but like a roach infestation? Just sometimes weird shit happens when you're on drugs, and you're like, damn, this makes things so much...
Were they making Flocka or something?
Yeah, it could have been. It's like they made something so much weirder. But a dog barfing, that would fucking lose my mind, man. If you had advice or suggestions for any women who were thinking about getting into the trucking business or anything like that, was there any suggestions you'd offer to them?
Yes. Get plenty of sleep. Don't let the job run your life. You are the captain of your own ship. When you are tired, stop. If you want to shower, take a shower. Them kinds of things. You want to do your job. You want to be out there on time, but you also want to stay human and be able to function. Because if you can't, then you don't need to be driving. And a lot of times you're getting pushed to get there. Do this one. Do this one. Do this one. You ain't done yet. You ain't done yet. Oh, by the way, you need to go here. You need to go there. And it's like, no, I have to sleep.
Yeah.
I have to have a shower. I got to get something to eat. You can't ignore it. Or if you ignore yourself, you can't drive. It's just not worth it. And it ain't safe.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, man. That some of those same things in my own life right now, I've just been realizing I got to do more taking care of myself,
Plus, you want to find a job that you actually like doing. You don't want to stay stuck driving and hate it. Because it ain't for you if you hate it. And you have to keep your head turned all the time and watch behind your back. I think if you help people, that eventually it'll come around to you sometime or another.
Yeah.
But karma is kind of cool to sit and watch if you just be patient and let it happen.
It's one cool thing I like about, I feel sorry when people die young, and sometimes they die early in their life because they don't get to, life really does have that full karma effect, really, in a lot of ways. You get to see things come back around, and you're like, oh, wow.
When you see somebody cut you off the ultimate on the road, this is like the prize winner, the big chicken dinner. If you see somebody cut you off or cut somebody else off, and then immediately following is these blue lights flying after that person, then you can sit there in that truck and laugh your ass off and point your finger and just be like, ha, 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 ha. as you go down the road. Yeah, that's the revenge. That's the ultimate sweet revenge right there.
I like that.
Yeah.
Ginger, thank you so much for being here with us.
Oh, you're welcome.
We really appreciate it, and
thanks for asking me.
yeah, it's an honor, and it's just cool to learn about the business and hear about some of the pros and cons of it, and just to see a woman out there working hard, getting it done.
Busting ass.
Amen.
Rolling on.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take a little time for me to set that parking brake and let myself unwind. Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song. I will sing it just for you. And now I've been moving way too fast on the runaway train with a heavy load of my